G'day all, it's Brother Blonde and welcome to another Backyard Blessing. I want to introduce you to one of my plants today, but before I do, I want to read a scripture. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it." Now, even without God in the equation, if you train up a child to be nice, polite, respectful, kind, honest, all of those things, when they're young, you know you're going to have all of those things when they're older. But if you add God into the equation, and I really believe this scripture is talking about train up a child in the godly ways, which includes all of those things we just said, but also train them up in the way of the word, then you're going to have a really good older child when they grow up. But the important thing is to remember, you have to train them when they're young so that when they grow up, that way that you've trained them just becomes part of their natural life. Now, with that in mind, I want to introduce you to our happy wanderer. Now, this plant is a creeper. It's a climber. It's designed to grab hold of things and work its way along to whatever it's grabbed hold of. Now, this plant reminds me of Proverbs 22:6 because as it's growing, it will just go wherever it wants to grow. It'll go where it wants to go and it'll grow where it wants to grow. For example, this long piece here, if you can see it on the camera, is just unruly. It's just going to go wherever it wants to go. Now, one of the other fronds I actually found a few days ago had actually attached itself to one of the arms of our trampoline. This one fortunately hasn't, but it had wrapped itself around and it would have been quite happy just to go up until there was no trampoline left. So I had to very carefully undo it and retrain it to go across this trellis here that we've got on the wall, on the fence actually. So this one here, it's doing its own thing. It's like the unruly, untrained, undisciplined child. So what we need to do is train it. Now we want it all to go across here, and you can see the majority of this stuff here is kind of in a clump because we want that clump ultimately to move across and cover the whole fence and also go the other direction. So let's have a go at training our happy wanderer. So just going to put into here, there's a bit of a bare spot down here, so let's just train that now. Now, if I let go, it's just going to go back to where it wants to go. So we need to give it a little bit of gentle coaxing, a little bit of gentle pressure in the direction we want it to go. And there we go. Now this area here is the bit that it's kind of upset about. Like it goes, I don't want to go that way, I want to go that way. And that's what kids will do to us. You know, if we're disciplining them, training them, telling them not to do certain things, telling them to do certain things, they're going to rebel because their flesh doesn't want to be trained. It just wants to do what it wants to do because that's the nature of the flesh. Same with the plant. Now we've got a little bit here as well that's a little bit unruly, so we can just gently put it into there. And we've got some more here which I'll sort out off camera. But the ultimate goal is to train this in the direction that we want to go. We want it to go while it's young. And so the same is with our children. Not only our earthly natural children, but our spiritual children too. When you get newly saved ones, they're undisciplined in the ways of God. We have to train them up. So just remember that one as well. So I hope this has been a blessing to you, and till next time, be blessed, be a blessing. We'll see you again. Bye.